What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today, it is time that we talk about the Trump indictments. As everyone, Trump has faced yet another indictment. This time, it's from Jack Smith, of course it is, but it is related to the January 6 investigations. Yep. The indictment's related to January 6th. First it was the garbage in New York City. Then it was the garbage in Miami. Now it's the garbage in Washington, D.C. This is a never-ending charade of bull. It's a never-ending... Well, let's be real. Before we even start, for just 2 seconds. They are doing this because he's a threat to them. Trump is a threat to the establishment. He's a threat to actually win a second term. That's what's really going on here. Not this crap on Twitter where it's actually a ploy to get Trump the nomination. Okay, 1 indictment to make the base enthusiastic for him. But 3? When he's up by 40? No. This goes deeper than that. This is a politically motivated indictment focused on getting Trump out of the picture. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American, which is a phenomenal deal as it helps support the daily content we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So, Donald Trump said Tuesday he expects to be indicted by special counsel Jack Smith's January 6th grand jury, citing a target letter he received from investigators on Sunday. So yeah, the same Jack Smith as from Miami. You know, it's a never-ending game. Like, no president has ever faced any crap like this. Never! So, just shut up about this is actually a ploy to get, Trump the nomination and to lose him the election. No. It's a ploy to get him out of the frickin' picture. If Trump wasn't running for re-election, they wouldn't be doing any of this. Nothing. They're only doing this because he's a threat to them. He's the only one for one, if he wins 2024, he doesn't have to worry about re-election. He could blow up the entire system from within. And they know he's going to do it. It's not like last time where he really couldn't go full-blown because he had to worry about re-election and all of that. This time, he knows what the deep state really is, or the establishment. He knows who they are. And this is his best opportunity to change everything related to the government. Trump said the letter, which is prosecutors' typical precursor to a charging decision, offered him a chance to speak at the grand jury, which meets at the federal courthouse in D.C. And you notice, it's in Washington, D.C., the most Democrat city of old Democrat cities. How do you think this grand jury is going to be? Oh, it's going to be 90-10 Republican. No, it isn't. It's going to be freaking 100% Democrat. Anti-Trump. I guarantee you every single one of these people on the grand jury is vehemently anti-Trump. At least with New York City and Miami. And Miami's becoming more Republican. But New York City, there's at least a sizable chunk of Trump voters. DC, it's like 2%. This is the big problem with these DC, with suits in DC, these indictments and stuff. They should not be in Washington, D.C., in my opinion, because it just opens a can of worms of, if it's a 90-10 Democrat city, They can go after any Republican. That's where it opens. The letter's the clearest sign yet that Smith is closing a secret indictment for Trump's role in the effort to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power on January 6, 2021. What law did he violate? What? You notice when you ask people like this, they suddenly shut up. Trump shouldn't be arrested. For what? Because he sent a mean tweet. It's like, when you seriously discuss this, people don't have an answer. While the specific crimes that Trump may be charged with are not clear, Smith's team has been eyeing potential obstruction charges related to Trump's actions in the days leading up to January 6th and on the day itself, including pressuring his vice president, Mike Pence, to unilaterally block the certification of Biden's electoral victory. That's not obstruction. First of all, or second of all, actually, while I still wonder if this is like legal or not, what Trump was proposing, there were similar instances in the past. Look at what Thomas Jefferson did in 1800 in that election. Look up what Richard Nixon did in 1960. Sure, there are different circumstances, but it still demonstrates there's some kind of precedent here that, while I don't know how much power the vice president has over this, I do disagree it's 100%, there still is some precedent to say that, hey, vice president can do stuff on this January 6th day. Investigators have also examined Trump's consideration of a plan to seize voting machines from the states. What law does that violate? His campaign of false claims that the election was stolen and his role in advancing a plan to assemble bogus slates of presidential electors to stoke a conflict ahead of January 6th. For one, where's the indictments for Hillary Clinton's people? Or Stacey Abrams? Where's that? In the bogus slates of presidential electors, all these legal scholars on the left that are saying Trump's in trouble, every single one of them, look it up. In 2016, December 2016, they said the states have the rights to choose the electors, not the people. Go look it up. It's the states that have the power. And they were telling Clinton's campaign, you got to push a slate of electors. That's what happened just, 8 years ago? It's unclear whether other figures associated with Trump's effort are also in Smith's sights. Investigators have interviewed dozens of prominent figures in Trump's orbit, including Pence in recent months. Attorneys John Eastman and Jeff Clark, two Trump associates considered key allies in the effort, had their phones seized last year. Why? For what? And you notice, it's only people that support Trump or are Trump that this happens to. Why do they get their phones seized? Because they had a legal argument? You know, this is what I'm talking about. This isn't some 5D chess move to get Trump the nomination. Stop it. They wouldn't be going through all this effort to not get Trump in jail. Trump revealed the target letter as he prepares a fight on another front to delay a criminal trial, also resulting from charges brought by Smith. This Jack Smith, I don't know. He has way too much power here. 2 separate indictments in a month by this bozo? Related to his hoarding of national security secrets at his Mar-a-Lago estate. And again, still waiting for that document that he supposedly talked about. They can never find it. Trump is facing an extraordinary array of criminal charges and investigations. In addition to 2 cases Smith has mounted, he's facing charges in Manhattan for allegedly falsifying business records to cover up a hush money payment scheme to a porn actress. Which, by the way, statute of limitations, just go away. Who cares about that case? and a district attorney based in Fulton County, Georgia, has convened a grand jury that is expected to consider charging Trump and his allies for efforts to subvert the 2020 election in Georgia. But first of all, I mean, when you really look at it, the Attorney General Brad Raffensperger, he was the one that leaked that clip illegally, and they purposely edited out parts of the audio. And when you read the context of the unedited clip, well, you start to realize that, yeah, there's really no case down there. There isn't. Stop pretending that, oh, this time Trump's gonna go to jail. Remember the nuclear secret stuff? How this was the end of Trump? How many weeks ago was that? And nothing's happened from it. Because the document doesn't frickin' exist. Many aspects of Smith's January 6th investigation were previously pursued by the House Select Committee on January 6th. So you know this is surely a bipartisan thing, which interviewed hundreds of figures associated with Trump's scheme to seize a second term despite losing the election. I just love the frickin' games that Politico plays with some of its articles. But it's like, are you really shocked by this part? They had to bring in that slap to Trump. The committee concluded that Trump was at the center of a complex months-long effort to sow doubt about the election results, and then orchestrate several attempts to reverse the outcome, despite no evidence of significant, you-know-what. Where was the Hillary Clinton Commission then? And again, I don't like talking about 2016 anymore because it's, 8 years ago? But it's like, if you think Trump and his people are bad, look up what Clinton did in 2016. They made a fake dossier and essentially try to delegitimize the president. Not just by saying, oh, we believe there's something happening, by flat out concluding that Russia, worked with Trump's campaign to overturn the election. What's far worse, what Trump did or what Clinton did? The panel focused in particular on Trump's effort to pressure state and local officials to appoint alternative slates of presidential electors in 7 states won by Biden, and then use those slates as a pretense to disrupt the January 6th session of Congress. What? He wasn't trying to disrupt it. He was trying to push his slate, which he believed were the correct slate of electors, to Congress, when the Constitution and federal laws require Congress to meet and certify the election. That session, also according to the constitutional law, is managed by the vice president, who doubles as president of the Senate. Trump turned to a cadre of lawyers, including Eastman, who promoted fringe alternatives to keep Trump's prospects alive. Eastman famously pressured Pence and his top aides to violate provisions of the Electoral Count Act. Again, where's the law? Where's the law that he broke? Oh my gosh, obstruction. That isn't obstruction. And remember, on January 6th, Trump told people to peacefully and patriotically march to the Capitol. And even then, there was attacks at the Capitol before Trump even spoke. Well, what am I supposed to say? This is a game. They're trying to get rid of Trump, not trying to get him the nomination. Bull. The people that are saying that are the ones that really hope Trump gets indicted and thrown in jail. But let's be real. If a former sitting president, who's the front runner to win a second term, gets thrown in jail, they're not stopping at him. Give me a break. They're going to come after me, you, and anybody that is remotely conservative. Even the people on Twitter that are 99% Democrats, but they support corporate tax cuts, so they're conservative. Everybody will be targeted. If a former freaking president can be targeted like this. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.